Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on the channel. Now this tutorial is a request from someone who commented on my video and today we're going to be creating a simple project where we can control our character's movement via widgets on the screen. So basically how this is going to work, we're going to have 3 locations and then we're going to click button 1 and we teleport to location number 1, and then button number 2 we teleport to location number 2, and then button number 3 to go to location number 3. So it's going to be a really simple to follow video, so yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so I'm going to create a blank first person project. Alright, so as you can see we have the default template, we have our classic first person template. Okay, that works good. Let's create a new folder here. We're going to create it UI, and yeah, that should be good. So we're going to go into first person, and we're going to the first person character first. Alright, so I'm going to have something like this when you open it up. And first thing we're going to do, we're going to create 3 custom events. Now, first custom event, we're going to call it location 1. And the second one will be location 2, and then finally location 3. Alright, so we got 3 custom events now, and we can compile and save this. And if we go into our level, we need to create 3 little checkpoints for as shown in the intro. So I'm just going to delete these blocks because I don't really need them right now. Alright, I thought this is enough space so we can have something. So I'm just going to drag, this is just for reference, but I'm just going to drag a sphere into the level. And we can just drag it like this. It doesn't really matter, but this is going to be location number 3. We can alt drag. It's going to be location number 2, and then this one over here in the middle is going to be location number 1. So to mark it more easily, what we can do, we can change the color, but there's also a better way how to do this. We can go all classes and we can just type in text render actor. So get in a text render actor, and basically we can call it location 1. So as you can see, this is clearly visible. We can also set its color to be black, so there we go, that stands out better. And then we can always just alt drag this, rotate it, just remove the 1 and input 2. There we go. So now we got location 2, we got location 1, and then this is going to be location 3. So just want to make it look nice. Location 3, there we go. So we have location 1 over here, location 2 over here, and then we have location 3. Alright, so this looks really cool. Now, the spheres are only there for reference. We're not going to be needing them later. Basically, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be teleporting the actor through this custom event, and then just using the spheres for reference as the location. So we can just say teleport. It's a handy note for that as well. And we have two inputs here, destination location and destination rotation. Now, rotation, you can input anything you want. I'm going to leave it at 0, just like a default rotation. But there's also a better thing how to do this. So for the destination location, we're going to be grabbing location number 1, and see these values over here. I'm just going to copy every single individual value, and then 90 for the Z. Alright, so this is the destination location. And the destination rotation, what we can do, we can just do get actor rotation. So we're going to get the current rotation, what we're going to be facing, and no matter what it is, we're still going to be looking at that way, but we're going to be in this location. So yeah, this works. Now all we got to do is just copy paste the values into into here. And we can do this one more time actually. And for each of these locations, we're going to need to input, make this bigger for you guys, we're going to need to input a difference. So for location 3, we're going to need this amount, put it in the X. Make sure you put these in the correct X, Y, and Z categories. And location number 2, which is this little sphere over here. So it's 20 on the Y, the Y, and 70 in the Z. Oh, we can just keep it at 90 to be honest. Alright, so now we have all of this set up. Yeah, we have all this set up. We can compile and save the blueprint. And we can actually delete the spheres. Yeah, we don't need the spheres anymore, because we're going to be blocking our collision. So right now, if you press play, nothing really will happen. You can get the weapon. There we go, we have location 1, location 2, location 3. Yeah, now we need to create the actual widget. So let's go into our content folder, UI, and let's create a new folder called widgets. And then here we're going to create a user interface, widget blueprint, user widget. And for this one, we're just going to call it HUD. I mean, you could call it anything you want, but I'm just going to only HUD for this tutorial. I'm going to drag in a canvas panel. Now in the canvas panel, we're going to need, I'm just going to keep it really simple for the sake of the tutorial. But I'm just going to be in a vertical box. The size Y to 400 and the size X to like 150. I'm going to anchor to the right. I mean, you can really do anything you want with this, but you can need an alignment of 1 and 0.5. And let's just actually make this a bit separated from the screen. So now we have like a little vertical box over here. And we're going to need 3 buttons since we have 3 locations. So just drag in button number 1. Then we're going to need a spacer to make it look tidy. So we're going to drag in a spacer. And this spacer is going to be a top of like 20. There we go. So actually, let's just do it. Let's do more. Let's do 80. And then what we can do, we can just do button, drag in here. I'm going to copy the spacer over and just, there we go. And then we can have another button over here. So now we have 3 organized buttons here. So we're going to get a text block. We're going to put it on each of these buttons. So there we go. For the button 1, let's actually rename this to button 1, just 1. And then for this one, it's going to be button 2. And then for this one, it's going to be button 3. So yeah, we have button 1, 2, and 3. And then for the text block of the button 1, we can just name it 1. And then for the text block of 2, we can just do 2. And then here we can do 3. So now we have a little widget where we can control where we teleport via these 3 buttons. But right now nothing will happen because we didn't actually do anything with these buttons. So in button 1, let's scroll all the way down and we can see on clicked. Now we're gonna need now we have the on clicked, and then here we have on clicked again, and then we can go back to button number 3, scroll the way down, and on clicked. So we should have now 3 on clicked events for each of the buttons. So alright, so here we're gonna have to perform something called a cast. So cast to or it's first person, so it's first person BP first person character. So I mean, depending on your character, you can have just cast to your character which you did the logic in. So for me it's the BP first person character, but for you it might be the third person character. And as you can see, it gave us this error. Now we need to, from the object, we need to get player character. So and then button 1 when we're getting the location 1 event. So basically what this is doing is we're clicking the button, it's getting a reference to our first person character, and it's calling the event that's in the first person character, which is teleporting to the destination location. So that is really easy to set up, and we can actually do this with all. You just copy the casting nodes one more time, and then from here just say location 2, and from here location 3. So there we go. We should have everything set up. Now the problem is that it's gonna lock our mouse cursor when we're playing, and you're gonna have to press, I don't know, Shift F1 or Windows. Let's make it a bit simpler. Let's just make it if we press left Alt, so left Alt, I'm gonna get the player controller. Oh, sorry. Get player controller, and then we're gonna set input mode UI only. Actually, you know what? We're just gonna get show mouse cursor. Set show mouse cursor, and we're gonna set it to true. And then we have a chance to click on these buttons, and then if we click on the game, then it locks our mouse cursor. So there we go. Now we have a handy little blueprint here. The only thing that is left to do now is go into our first person character, and on begin play we can create a widget. Create widget. Owning player, I don't really need to do it since it's not a player controller. The class is going to be the HUD. Yeah, there you go. Compile now, and for now this is not going to work, but we have to add to viewport node. Really important that you add this, or else it will not show up on your screen. Alright, so now we have our logic set up. Let's go ahead and finally test this. So there we go. We have our game. I can shoot if I press Alt. As you can see, my mouse cursor is visible. We can select location number 1. There we go. We teleport to location number 1. Location number 2, we teleport to location number 2, and then 3, we teleport to 3. And I mean, it's kind of hard to see from this angle, but see location number 1, 2, we are in location number 2, and then 3, we are in location number 3. So there we go. This is really simple to set up, and I mean, we got some glitches with the mouse. It was pretty hard to control, but if you guys got any questions or concerns, or if something's not working for you, feel free, reach me down below in the comments. If you have any other ideas, I'll read all the comments and gladly accept some of them. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching, and subscribe.